It's Carmelo Anthony. Me as a black man in America, white people, I'm telling you and I'm telling you now.
Hey everyone, as you saw, this is what I'm going to talk about really quickly from a spiritual point of view. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I am Brahma Swarupa Chaitanya Lalitamba, aka Naja Versailles. I know it's a mouthful, but I am stepping into a beautiful spiritual journey, and my name has elevated. So anyways, let's get into this video, this talk. And I want to talk from a spiritual perspective regardless. Number one, I want to say my condolences to the family that lost their son. That is tragic. You don't expect that anything to happen to your child, especially when it comes to a track meet, anything with sports, to go practice, to go do what they're doing. You know, you're not expecting murder, or I don't even know if I can say that word on here, but to be taking place at something that's supposed to be a school thing, okay? And to the family that is going through this because their child took it upon themselves to take a being's life, we need to look at this with clear eyes. We're stripping away your race. We're stripping away culture, all these things. We need to look at the bare bone, and I think this is what's missing throughout all these talks, right? Is that let's look at the bare bone. A life, a young life, a child's life has been taken. It's gone. It's not coming back. Okay? And on the other hand, someone took that life, right? Which at the same time, from a spiritual perspective, took their own life. This is a mirror reflection. So sometimes we get triggered by people, right? Or we create situations not realizing we're creating situations with our very self. Every being that walks on this planet, and if you interact with, you're interacting with a version of yourself. And with that version of yourself, it is going to mirror or bring to surface anything that you're dealing with mentally and emotionally, or things that you have buried within your soul, within your spirit, and or consciousness, as some people are, it's in the subconscious, and you haven't dealt with. So the opportunity will arise, right, for you to deal with it. So what Carmelo Anthony, which I'm going to get into that other part, because part of this is psyop too, because we're utilizing names that are also, because this news is highlighted, also with certain people that are in higher ranks of arts, media, sports, entertainment industry, okay? So that tells me also something's coming down the chain, okay? We got to look at that. So we're looking at what? Carmelo Anthony. There's a Carmelo Anthony that's a basketball player. Am I correct? Yes, he's an American former basketball player. His son got signed to a team recently, is what I've learned. So don't be surprised you see a flip, okay? So right now it's like this, and we're soon going to see a flip like this. Okay, let me try to get back to what I was saying before I get into entertainment. So Carmelo is dealing with a part of himself that showed up. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with skin or anything. This is mirror reflection of a being that is you showing up in another way to test you, to help you to either, usually it's just to heal, or to face a situation to heal yourself. And then you decide, because now the choice comes into free will. Will you heal, or will you continue down the path And going down this path, because you decided to, is going to be the worst path that you are choosing to do. Right? Because you have chosen and decided through free will not to deal with the truth. So you are going to do escapism. And escapism is what is happening right now with this young man. He's escaping, and what's interesting, his family is helping him to escape, right? Helping him to escape what? Responsibility, accountability. You know, it would have been great if he came out to the public, and also the parents come out to the public and say, you know what? This is wrong. You did wrong. We take accountability for that because it is wrong. Because the family is hurting. They lost their child. It has nothing to do with because this or that. This young man knew what he did. This young man was very smart in asking, well, is this self-defense, you know? Because he's already calculated. There's premeditation going on. So that means he's already was calculating what or how he's going to do things and how to respond after, right? Because there's an instigation that was happening according to the reports, right? The instigation, if what hit me, you see what happened, you know, push me, you see what happened. That's instigating. Why are you instigating? You're in the wrong place anyways in the first place. So you have to see there was a thought process happening. So the soul, so now you have to look at blueprint of this, right? Which I get fascinated with these things because it shows what the soul is seeking. So Carmelo, not understanding, right? Trying to dodge, the courts are going to go in. This is the pathway that he's taken, which the soul is going to follow and wants, because there's something there the soul needs to attain or learn or exchange. Okay, this is what's happening. So when they say you can't hide from anything that you do on this earth plane, it's the truth, because the soul is always watching. The oversoul is always watching and experiencing. And no matter what, it doesn't matter what's being said, play as a victim. What's really sad, there's no acknowledgement of a life being taken. And that is going to cross over. So this happened now, but when he passes, right, there's a confrontation. So what we would look at is when you cycle, that reflection, because you didn't deal with it, is you're going to be put in a situation another way, and you're going to deal with it. And it may be harder, much more difficult, much more painful than before. You had the opportunity to deal with it in this cycle, but because you're refusing to, your next cycle, when this energy may follow you, is going to come after you and ride you, right? And so that's why I always really encourage complete. If there's things you have to take accountability for, things you're responsible for and you're not taking, complete it in this cycle, right? Acknowledge it, complete it, end it, do the things that you have to do so you deal with that particular karma, or else the karma will follow you into the next cycle of life. That's what I got. If you have any questions, put it down below. I'm about to hop into a silent sabbatical, but I really wanted to at least put this from a spiritual perspective. This is deep. I wish he just had the chance to properly deal with what's really going on within, right? But this is his blueprint now, so he has to follow it. And that's what happened. So you want any more answers or questions, leave it in the comments. I love you guys.